Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will journey through The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien, published in 1954, is the first volume of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. This epic fantasy tale is set in the richly imagined world of Middle-earth and follows a young hobbit, Frodo Baggins, as he inherits the One Ring, an artifact of immense and dark power. Frodo embarks on a perilous journey to destroy the ring and prevent the Dark Lord Sauron from reclaiming it. The story explores themes of friendship, courage, and the enduring struggle between good and evil. Plot summary: beneath the rolling green hills of the Shire, a quiet land untouched by the chaos of the wider world, lived Frodo Baggins, a young hobbit unaware of the extraordinary destiny awaiting him. His uncle, Bilbo Baggins, had long been regarded as an eccentric figure among their kind, known for a mysterious adventure that had left him both wealthy and peculiar. On his 11th birthday, Bilbo hosted a magnificent party, gathering hobbits from all corners of the Shire to celebrate. Yet amidst the laughter and fireworks, a quiet plan unfolded. Bilbo, weary of his long years, slipped away into the night, leaving behind his most prized possession, a plain golden ring that he passed to Frodo. This ring, Gandalf the Grey warned, was no ordinary trinket. It was the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron to rule all others. Its malevolent power corrupted all who held it, and Sauron, rising once more in the distant land of Mordor, sought its return. Frodo, burdened with the knowledge of its dark purpose, accepted a grave mission: to leave the Shire and ensure the ring's destruction. Accompanied by his loyal gardener, Samwise Gamgee, and his cousins, Merry and Pippin, Frodo set forth on a journey that would lead them far beyond the safety of their homeland. Their path was fraught with danger. Shadows crept through the forests, and dark riders, the Nazgul, servants of Sauron, pursued them relentlessly. Narrowly escaping these spectral hunters, the hobbits found refuge in Bree, a small town at the crossroads of the Wild Lands. There, they encountered Strider, a mysterious ranger who offered his protection and guidance. Though wary of him at first, they quickly came to trust his wisdom and skill. Together, they pressed on to Rivendell, the hidden haven of the elves, pursued every step by the dark forces of Mordor. Along the way, Frodo was gravely injured by the Morgul blade of a Nazgul, his strength waning with each passing day. Only through the aid of Elrond, the wise and powerful Lord of Rivendell, was Frodo healed. It was in Rivendell that the true magnitude of their task was revealed. A council was convened, gathering representatives of all free peoples: elves, dwarves, men, and hobbits. They debated the fate of the ring, and it was decided that it must be destroyed in the fires of Mount Doom, the very place where it had been forged. Frodo, to the astonishment of all, volunteered to carry the ring into Mordor, knowing the peril that lay ahead. Thus, the Fellowship of the Ring was formed, a company of 9. Frodo and his 3 hobbit friends: Aragorn, revealed to be the heir to the throne of Gondor; Legolas, a swift and graceful elf; Gimli, a proud dwarf; Boromir, a valiant warrior of Gondor; and Gandalf, the wise leader of the group. The Fellowship journeyed south, through the snowy passes of the Misty Mountains. Their path was blocked by treacherous avalanches, forcing them to take the dark and perilous road through the mines of Moria. There, they uncovered the grim remains of a once thriving dwarf kingdom, now a tomb overrun by orcs and other foul creatures. As they fought their way through, a greater evil emerged: a Balrog, a creature of fire and shadow. Gandalf faced the Balrog on a narrow bridge, sacrificing himself to save the others. The Fellowship, stricken with grief, pressed on without their guide. Emerging from the darkness, they sought refuge in the tranquil woods of Lothlorien, where they were welcomed by Galadriel, the Lady of Light. Here, Frodo began to feel the growing weight of the ring's influence, its whispers tempting him at every turn. Galadriel, sensing his inner turmoil, offered counsel and bestowed gifts upon the Fellowship to aid them in their quest. As they traveled down the great river Anduin, tensions within the group began to surface. Boromir, succumbing to the ring's allure, tried to take it from Frodo. Terrified and betrayed, Frodo resolved to continue the journey alone. Yet Sam, his ever-loyal companion, refused to let him go. Together, the 2 hobbits set off for Mordor, leaving the Fellowship splintered. Meanwhile, Merry and Pippin, captured by orcs during the chaos, were taken away toward Isengard, the domain of Saruman, a corrupted wizard allied with Sauron. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli vowed to rescue them, turning their focus to this new mission. Though the Fellowship was broken, their resolve remained strong, and each member played a crucial part in the growing resistance against the forces of darkness. As Frodo and Sam ventured into the Forbidding Lands, shadows deepened across Middle-earth. War loomed on the horizon, the armies of Sauron gathering strength. Yet, even in the face of despair, hope endured, carried by those who dared to stand against the encroaching darkness. Frodo and Sam's journey was far from over, but their unyielding courage shone as a beacon in a world teetering on the brink. Thus began the true test of their strength, as the quest to destroy the ring would take them through the heart of Mordor itself, where even the smallest act of defiance could turn the tide of fate. If this book pulled you in, don't stop here. Explore the rest of the Lord of the Rings series by J.R.R. Tolkien. Check the description or search Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in J.R.R. Tolkien's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.